Hello, welcome to another episode of Barber's Lifestyle Podcast. Happy New Year's to you and all the good salutations. Today's topic, I want to talk about. We're gonna talk to the new barbers and especially the older barbers that's been in the business for a very long time. That can be. When I talk about the old school barbers, I want to talk about how the industry has beat them up. Um, they're making enough to take care of their family. Not not the celebrity barbers, anything like that, but just the regular neighborhood barber that feel like the barber industry is just like kick them and beat them up, but they're still making decent money. Okay, so I want to talk about how you greet your clients as they walk in the door. When I'm talking about clients, I'm talking about your clients to the shop, everybody who walked through the door. I want to talk about how you greet them as they walk through the door. So typically when an older barber has been in the business for a long time, like I just stated, and they got beat up, and there seems like the days get longer and longer, and you're making decent money, so it's enough to keep you there. But when a client walks in, say your 2 o'clock walks in, and you've been cutting all day, you've been cutting since 9, sometimes 8 o'clock, and that client walks in, instead of saying like your first client, "Hey, good morning, how you doing?" Now it's just "What's up, man? I'll be with you in a minute." You don't have that enthusiasm, but I want you to think about something. I want you to think about it a little bit more, little different than that. I'm trying to inspire you to look at it different, because I think if you look at it in the point of view that I'm about to come with, I think you'll see and you'll greet everybody different no matter how long you've been at this business, in this business. So I want you to think about how much that client brings to you in a month, every 6 months, and total for the year. How much that one client brings to you, the one that you just pump faked, "What's up?" And not the, "Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for coming in, man. I'll be right with you." You're not giving them that. You're just giving them, "What's up?" Or the look like your feelings sometimes come out in your facial expressions, and sometimes the way you talk. And you might not mean it like that. I'm not saying that you're just a mean person or you just, no, that's not it. It's just that circumstances of that time might have put you in that situation. So I want you to think about, if you stay focused on that client, what that client means to you. Because sometimes we get clients that come every week. That comes every 2 weeks. That means they come twice a month. And so you gotta, whatever you charge that client for that one service, times 2, sometimes times 4, and then add it up for the year, and you see what this one person brings to you for the entire year. Whatever that number is, whatever you charge, that's the number that you have to add up for the entire year. Now, if that client is bringing you a significant amount of money, and I'm telling you, I've been in this business a long time, 9 times out of 10 for the year, if you told that client that's what they pay you for the year, they would probably hold you to another standard. They would probably say, "I want more for the services," or at least a better greeting, right? So the young barbers, I'm thinking, I know when I was a new barber, anybody who walked in, I was right at the door. My focus was on the door, because my thought process was, anybody who walking through that front door is a potential client for me, right? So every time the door opened, I was laser focused on it, and I'm speaking to everybody. I'm speaking to everybody. "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? You need any help?" That should be your greeting for everybody who walked through the door. Now, if it's any older barbers in the shop that don't understand that, then I would tell you to ignore them, because it's going to be a whole bunch of older barbers that's going to, "Oh, that's my client." Okay, that's fine. That's your client. But as a new barber to that shop or new barber to the industry, you have every single right to turn your focus on everybody who walked through that front door. Hey, good morning. How you doing? Can I help you right now? That's your spill. Now, of course, over time, you've been there 6, 7 months, and you start noticing, oh, that client, he goes to chair 1, he goes to chair 2. Once you get into that situation, yeah, you can not say it to those people because you already know the lay of the land. You know that client goes to the barber over here, right? So I think we as barbers, we really need to think about how we greet people and take our daily grind out of it. And that's something very hard to do because sometimes this business, like I said, can beat you up. Like you've been on your feet all day. You might have dealt with a couple picky clients that was a little extra with the haircut. Then you get 2 or 3 crying kids, man. And I'm telling you, your day feel like you've only been there for 6 hours and it really feels like you've been there for 12, right? So I just want everybody to think and be in the moment. Once you're in the moment, then you can pretty much know that when your 2 o'clock walks in, although your feet hurt, your back hurt, you're mentally drained, that when that 2 o'clock walk in, you have to greet him as if you greeted the first person that walked in at 9. Good afternoon. Hey, man, how you doing? Look, you're right in the chair as soon as I finish up with this guy. How you been? Not the, hey, John, what's up, man? Okay. We have to show more love than that. We are in the service industry. You have to sell yourself at every turn. Even if you've been cutting the client for 10 years, 15 years, you still have to sell yourself. You have to make them realize why they come to you. You can just give out the flat out best haircut that they ever had, and it's so right at this point they might just be, I'm so used to this haircut. Everybody say I look good when I get a haircut from him. So do you want to stay focused on giving that client still, after all this time, the best haircut, right? Because sometimes the best compliment to me is when I get a client that I've been cutting for a long time, say, hey man, you know what, that last cut you gave me, that thing was amazing. I need another one of them. You know, it's like sometimes you got to prove and show who you really are as a barber. Like sometimes you gotta put your thing down on it. So along with just putting your thing down, let's start treating these clients like the most important people that they are when they come into the shop, by the greeting, the conversation. The conversation don't always have to get gutter. You know, it can just be lighthearted laughing. You know what I mean? I think you should laugh with at least 3 or 4 clients a day. At least you gotta laugh. All of this, you know, sometimes guys get in your chair and want to talk about their wife cheated on them, or she's sick, or their mom's sick. Sometimes it can bring the energy level down, or the vibration might come down. But you want to bring that vibration up by laughing, joking, a full belly laugh with at least 2 or 3 of your clients throughout the day. Bring the vibration back up. All right, so that's the one topic that I want to talk about. The other topic has been driving me crazy. This next topic is about for those 360s, those waivers. Listen, you cats are driving me crazy. All right, so let's start this conversation off by saying the texture of your hair is the texture of your hair. Okay? Now, if you brushing it all day, your hair is gonna fall out. If you wear them do-rags, I've seen people wear 2 and 3 do-rags all day. Your hair, your scalp is not breathing with that on your head. Stop it. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, somebody to come in and take a do-rag off and they got a whole nother one under it. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're smothering your scalp. And everybody who wears these do-rags are starting to lose hair right here because you tying it tight right here across the front of your hairline, across this part right here. And when you go lay down, the rag that's hanging in the back is pulling. It's pulling this way. You turn, it's pulling that way, and it's pulling right here. It's going to move right here and move up and down. That's what this does. And so every single waiver that they get in my chin, they got that line in the back of their neck from wearing a do-rag. It's an actual line in the back of their neck, indentation line, right across the back of their neck, where the hair is falling out right there. It's falling out right across that line. It's falling out right here because you're wearing that dumb do-rag all day. Take it off. Listen, if you want to wear it to go to sleep in, fine. Wear it to go to sleep. Wake up and brush your hair and be about your day. I would say if you're a waiver and you have 360s, you don't need anything. You can go to sleep, wake up in the morning, brush your hair, and guess what? You're going to have the same waves. You put that do-rag on, it's going to be compressed, it's going to be smashed against your scalp. You want free-flowing waves, not that pressed wave look. Waivers. I had a guy come in here and had the shampoo girl shampoo his hair and condition it and brush it the way he brushes his hair, right? And then when it was time to rinse, he didn't want her to rinse and like scrub like this. He wanted her to wash it with the shampoo in it and brush his hair the way his hair goes. That is not going to, one, improve your waves. It's not. I just want to tell you, it's not going to improve your waves. If she goes against the grain washing your hair, she take a brush and run it across against the grain, it's not going to detract from your waves. Stop all this nonsense. It's just the whoever freaking made the do-rag is like killing the game right now. Because we got 2 or 3 people wearing these thick ass, look like suede do-rags. Why? Stop it. Stop with the nonsense. If your texture of your hair is the texture of your hair. Now, if you're trying to change the texture from like a Nubian curl, real tight, everybody know what I'm talking about, to start brushing it and you want waves, yes, all of those products are used for that purpose, to try to change your texture. Because right now, the African American hair, the hair is tight. Right? It grows and it's tight like this. So what those products do is when you brush it, it levels out the curl to this, right? And then when you put the do-rag on it, it holds it like that. So if you want to develop waves, that's how you do it, because you come from this tight curl, brush it out to this, and you put the do-rag on it and it lays like this. Now you can train your hair to become wavy. Yes, you can. But once you get it, you don't necessarily have to, you're not going to lose it. Especially the dudes with natural wavy hair. No matter what you do, it's just wavy. Stop putting on them do-rags on, 2, 3 do-rags on, get in a chair. Like they won't even take it off before they come to the shop. They'll get in the chair, they take off the do-rag. The barber turn around and clean his clippers off and turn around. That's a different color. And he's taking another one off. And you turn around, you do something, you turn around, this dude still got another do-rag. You got 3 do-rags on. Are you serious? Stop with this crazy non-do-rag, sleeping in it all night and then walking around the streets with it on, because all you're doing is sweating and you're holding all that dirt and sweat on the top of your scalp. If you don't believe me, ask your barber. If your barber is telling you, hey, you gotta wear 3 do-rags, he probably don't know what he's talking about. I'm telling you what I know. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. You don't need all of that. If you got naturally wavy hair, give your hair a break. Stop wearing that do-rag. Go to bed without it. Wake up in the morning, take a shower, wash your hair, and blow dry it. Brush it until you blow dry it. If you don't have a blow dryer, it's probably cheaper to buy a blow dryer than to buy 10 do-rags, right? So that's what I had to get off my chest today. we're still looking for interviews from barbers, hairstylists, cosmetologists, braiders, lock technicians. Anybody want to jump on the Barber's Lifestyle Podcast, and we can talk about it. Thank you. Have a good night.